So during lockdown, a lot of interesting things have happened for me as a practitioner. I think my first reaction was um, constraints bring creativity. So I was very excited about exploring new mediums of doing theater, of telling stories. So I did a lot of playing with Zoom and also with actors that I work with. Exploring making films and self-tape was things that went naturally in that sense. At the same time, I believe that this is a time that is very rich for actors because we feel the lack of connection, of touch, of proximity with others makes us realize a little bit more about human condition, about our human nature, and how much we need the others, how much we feel isolated because we're just, we have to keep distance or we can't see each other's face completely. So that's a very interesting, I guess, point for actors to explore. Another thing is, being confined in your own space and feeling the difference between a protected space and a space where we take risk, and the difference between inside and outside. And if we think that as actors, most of the times we have to create the given circumstances, we have to create the atmosphere where we are. We could be doing a show where we have to play night and it's still day, or there is a storm, etc. So feeling the space has been a very interesting thing to do. Yeah, so during this time, I really went back to my own practice. How can I keep my body moving? How can I engage my imagination as an actor? And I made myself a point on moving every day and finding out things and actually developing a self-practice where I just go along with what it is and allow movement to come. It has been very interesting. People that connect to that, please go ahead and start to focus on your own practice. What would you do? Because sometimes this is the reality in between jobs. What would you do to keep yourself with an active body, an active imagination, and a sensitive body, an open body? So yeah, that's what I've been doing in lockdown. I've also been very interested in researching about the dynamics of the virus transmission and how can it happen in the space that's where movement happens. How can we still be safe and able to create risks? And yeah, I've been spending some time writing a paper and helping LAMDA, the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts, to create a risk assessment of how can we still be moving in space. So that's been very interesting too. Well, I hope this answers the question about my practice during lockdown, and see you soon.